Welcome, 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 Justice. Welcome, Unami. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much for joining. Please tap the screen and share. Let's invite others. Let's invite others. We are talking about how to build a fruitful relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee. So please, let's invite others. Let's invite others. Let's invite others. Let's invite others. Tap the screen and invite others so that we can have a chat. Very, very important discussion here. Thank you, Justice. Thank you, Unami. Can we please invite others to join this live tonight? Pearl, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Please, let's invite others. Tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share. Let me see if I can play this song by the 5-Star Worshippers while we wait for others to join us. Tap the screen and how to build a fruitful relationship between Ntompi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Judith, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hamid, thank you for joining. Michelle, thank you for joining. Please tap the screen and share. Let's have more people coming. Maharaja, thank you for joining. We are going to be talking about building a fruitful relationship between a research supervisor and a research supervisee. Agrippa, thank you for joining. Please tap the screen and share. We have a very, very, very important conversation tonight. We want to talk about how to develop or how to build a fruitful relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee. In the meantime, I play this song for you.
The 5-Star Worshippers.
It's a song from our very first album, and the song is called You Are What You Think. Lebu, thank you for joining. Ntlamulo, thank you for joining. This song, You Are What You Think, from our first album as 5-Star Worshippers. Easy as a man thing, so easy. You are what you think. You become what you think. You are what you think. You become what you think. It's Hatlehang. Thank you for joining. Skyne Academy, thank you for joining. Cabo, thank you for joining. Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen and share. We are not going to start until we have 100 people here. In the meantime, we will be enjoying this song, You Are What You Think. Please share the live, invite more friends. We will start when we have 100 people here. CD, thank you for joining. Tap the screen and share. Cabo, thank you for joining. Invite more people. We want to talk about building a profitable or fruitful relationship between a supervisor and a supervisee in research. Hustle Diver, thank you for joining. Cabo, thank you for liking the live. Dr. Pena, welcome, thank you for joining. Young Kempt, thank you for joining. Please tap the screen, guys, tap the screen. We'll start soon. In the meantime, enjoy this song. 5-star worshippers, the song You Are What You Think. Thank you, Sky Academy, for liking the live. Tap the screen and share. Thank you for those loves, much appreciated. Cabo, thank you for liking the live. DRR joined. Hi, DRR. Thank you for joining. Guys, let's invite more people. Tap the screen and share. We'll start as soon as we have 100 people here. Sky Academy, thank you. God bless you, Sky Academy. You are what you think. Nails Marvel, thank you for joining. Tap the screen and share. You are what you think. Do you believe that you are what you think, guys? If you believe it, please comment in the comment section. I am what I think. If you believe what this song says, can somebody confirm? Are you hearing this song? Are you hearing the song that I'm playing for you guys? You are what you think. Yes, we can hear. Thank you, Sky Academy. Kuku Pao, thank you for joining. Botswana Finds, thank you for joining. Please tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, share, tap the screen, share, like the live. As soon as we have 100 people, we will start talking about how to build a fruitful supervisor-supervisee relationship in research. Are you doing your honors? Are you doing your masters? Are you doing your doctoral degree? Are you planning to do one? Tonight is your night. Guess what? This is our very first live. So don't miss it for any reason. This is our very, very, very first live. Talking about research. And I spoke to you guys. I said, do you want us to talk about relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee? And many of you said, yes, we want it. So there we go. We have it tonight. You become poor. All right, so let me see. I will invite some people to join me as a guest. Theo, thank you for joining. Tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share. Like the live. Like the live. We want 100 people, and then we start talking. We start discussing. 5-star worshippers. You are what you think. Thank you, Sky Academy. Guys, tap the screen and share. Like the live, like the live, like the live. You become sick. Some people are falling sick because of research. You are Nightmare joined. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Wow. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys for joining the live. I hope you're going to enjoy and you're going to take part. Building a fruitful relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee. Let's have more likes. Let's have more likes. Let's have more likes. I would like to hear your comment about the music. Mfums, thank you for joining. Guys, can you comment about the music? Do you like the music? Tap the screen and share. We are about to start the discussion now. Master D Noob, thank you for joining. Please share the live. I think people don't like the music. Only Sky and Academy commented. Everybody else doesn't want the music. Sid, thank you for joining. Wilson, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Wilson. Exotic, thank you for joining. Guys, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen and share. We are about to start. Let's invite others, guys. Let's not just enjoy on our own. We want to enjoy this talk together. We are not going to just talk the 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. We want others to join us. Let's enjoy together and develop our continent as we talk about research. Okay. By now, you should know that if you are going to be successful in research, you will only succeed if you create a good relationship between you, the student, and your supervisor. Now, one of the things that you will quickly notice on your journey as a research student is that, Ivingwenya, thank you for joining. You are going to realize that research is not just an academic journey. It's also an emotional journey. It's going to test your patience. It's going to test your emotional level of intelligence. Yes, I know your IQ is good. You are intelligent, that I know. But how emotionally intelligent are you? How good are you at managing your own emotions and the emotions of other people? How good are you at managing your emotions and the emotions of other people? Because definitely you are going to have to manage your emotions, and you are also going to manage your supervisor's emotions. And the same applies, because I know there are some people here, you are a supervisor. It's the same way. It's not just academic work. When you are supervising students, there are emotions attached. So that's one of the things that you need to think about as we begin to talk tonight. Please, guys, tap the screen, share, tap the screen, share. And as we talk, if you want me to invite you to be my guest, I'll be glad to do that. I will be glad to do that. Mr. P, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right, so I've just touched on one thing, emotions, TT, and too good. Thank you for joining. Please tap the screen and invite others to join us. All right. I didn't want us to start before we have many people joining, but it looks like we don't have a choice. We just have to go into it. Why is the title How to Build a Fruitful Relationship Between the Research Supervisor and the Research Supervisee? Building. You see, anything that is good has to be built. If you are going to have a double-story building, you are going to dig a very deep foundation, right? You're going to dig a very deep foundation for that house to be strong. But if you just want to have a makeshift storage or a storeroom, do you really need a foundation? Definitely no. So the level to which you appreciate your research journey will determine how much of a foundation you are going to put in place to build the relationship. A good relationship is built. You have to put an effort. That's what we are saying. You have to make an effort. Thank you guys for joining. Tap the screen and share. Invite others. A good relationship doesn't just happen. Look at it this way. A relationship is a relationship. The same applies to love relationships. You wonder why some people have beautiful love relationships that last long, while others, their relationships are very fragile and they are complicated. And I'm not here to judge anybody, but what I'm saying is every good relationship is worked for. The same applies to the relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee. You have to work for it. And tonight we want to talk about some of the secrets that will make you stand out as a supervisee if you are going to succeed. Now, I want to ask you that if at all you decide to become my guest tonight, please don't mention people's names. Don't mention names of institutions. We are not here to destroy. We are here to build. We are here to help each other. We are here to support the work that your university is doing, the work that your supervisor is doing. Some of you are not yet research students, but you are planning to be research students. So it's important for you to learn about the things that we are talking about tonight. So the most important thing is in building a fruitful relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee. Both of you need to understand that a good relationship is worked for. You have to work for it. Okay. Did you know that research says over 50% of PhD students do not finish their studies? Are you also aware that 38% of PhD students are happy with their relationship with their supervisor? Another study says over 70% of PhD students, they end up having some form of mental problem. Now, some of you will agree with me that you are not doing PhD. Maybe you're doing your honors or you are doing your master's. But the things that I'm talking to you right now, you are already experiencing them. You are seeing that if you don't really work hard on yourself, you will lose your mind. So I don't want you to lose your mind. As your research mentor, I don't want you to lose your mind. I want you to enjoy research. It has to be enjoyed. But unfortunately, until you build a good relationship with your supervisor or with your supervisee, because we also have supervisors that are frustrated. We also have supervisors that are frustrated by their supervisees. So let me tell you a bit of some story. When I was doing my master's, oh, I had the best of a supervisor. That lady was amazing. She was caring. She was like a mother. She was very professional. Even when I meet with her today, when I talk with her, or when she wants anything, I'll do my best to support her because she was such an amazing supervisor. That was during my master's. That supervisor caused me to think that research is always sweet. Then I enrolled for PhD. Oh, God. I don't want to lie to you. I could see some of my classmates enjoying life. We would go for colloquia. Those of you who don't know colloquia, we are talking of those research days, or what do you call them, where you go and present your progress per time. Maybe you present your topic. After you present your topic, you present your literature review. After you present your literature review, you present your methodology, to a panel of professors and doctors. So you keep doing that until you are done with your PhD. I would see, there was this other guy, I would see him, when we go for the colloquium, one is called a colloquium, when there are many, they are called colloquia. So when we go for a colloquium, and even the other time when we went for a research conference, I think that time we went to a research conference in Maun in Botswana. Those of you who have been to Botswana, beautiful country. We went to Botswana in Maun, and I would see that supervisor for my classmate. She would gather all her students. She would treat her like her children. She came to that conference with her husband. Oh, they will be taking pictures. And when the students are presenting, she will be, she will be encouraging them. Oh, that was so sweet. And at that conference, my supervisor was not there. I was alone. I felt like I was an orphan. It was not nice. I would go to colloquiums where we are presenting and others would have their supervisors. Sometimes my supervisor was not there. But you know what? I learned how to work with that supervisor. One of the things I had done is I had done a lot of research before I started PhD. So I knew that especially at PhD, it's very difficult to get a research supervisor. So if you get one Oh, you hold them like this. You don't want to lose that supervisor, because if you lose them, then it can mean that your study is over. Because if you don't have a supervisor, you don't have a study. Let me see some comments. Thank you for the likes, guys, and thanks for joining. Please tap and share. Tap and share. Tap the screen. Share. Give me some likes. Give me some comments. Am I saying something that resonates with you? Those of you who want to start masters, who want to start their PhD, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, it's important for me to know I'm talking to you and we are together. What experience have you got with your studies, starting from your honors, your masters, your PhD? Some of you are supervisors. What was your experience when you went through honors, masters, and then finally your PhD? I was grateful and I will forever be grateful. Please, let's share the live. Let's share the live. Let's share the live. Let's share the live. Nana and Mpo, thank you for joining. We are talking about how to build a fruitful relationship between a research supervisor and a research supervisee. Skyne Academy says it's not always easy. We also learn patience in the way. Thank you so much, Skyne Academy. It's not always easy. We also learn patience in the way. So Skyne Academy, they are some of our friends in the industry. They are very good when it comes to helping research students. Thank you so much, Skyne Academy, for being so kind to support this live. My supervisor for PhD was there but was not there. And another thing was that he was a senior citizen. I think he was contemplating his, retirement, because soon after I graduated, he retired. I will forever be grateful for him. Sometimes I would send him my proposal and it would take more than 2 months, 3 months to respond. I had to find respectful ways. Lucky enough, I was not too far away from his office. Sometimes I would drive to his office. Sometimes I would send him a WhatsApp message. He will not respond. I send emails. He doesn't respond. I go to his office. I find he's not there. I had to keep on finding ways. Sometimes he will shout at me. He will shout at me. But I decided to be strong because I knew what I wanted to achieve. I can assure you, if you don't have a strong why before you start your studies, if you don't know why you are doing it, you will quit on the way. It's very important to have a strong why. Why are you doing it? Why? Can I see in the comment section? Why are you doing your studies? Why do you want to do that master's? Why do you want to do that doctoral study? Why? Why do you want to do it? If you don't have a good why, I'm telling you, you will quit on the way. My PhD supervisor, sometimes he will tell me to go and pick him with my car from his house. It's crazy. I'm not saying you should do that. But I knew what I was going through. I knew that if I lose my supervisor, I've lost everything. He will say, come and pick me from my house and take me to my office. I take him to his office. We get there, we have our meeting. Then he says, drop me at my house, then I would drop him. All I'm saying is a relationship is built. A relationship is built. Tap the screen, please, and share the live. Tap the screen and share the live. There was a time when I was seeing a lot of love, a lot of likes coming. Now they have stopped. What happened, guys? What happened? What happened? Thank you, Nobelungu. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So far, can you tell me what I have been saying? Because I don't want to just be talking. Thank you, Sky Academy. Okay, Sky Academy says, I'm requesting, doctor. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let me accept you, Sky Academy. Thank you so much.
Good evening.
Tell me what resonates with you so far from what I've said. I talked about the importance of building. What else did I talk about? Guys, am I talking to myself? But I see your love. Thank you so much. Nobelungu. Thank you. God bless you.
Hi, Doctor. Hi,
Sky Academy, I have accepted you.
Am I audible?
I have accepted you as a guest.
Hello,
What else
am I
did
audible?
I say, guys? What stood out for you? Nobelungu, thank you so much. Sky Academy says, am I audible? I can't hear you. Can you try again?
Good evening.
Nobelungu, thank you so much. Okay, I've just confirmed your microphone, Sky Academy. Can you go ahead and speak?
Good evening. Am I now audible?
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
I'm now audible.
Hi, Sky.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm sure we're going to win. We'll keep trying. Pendulo, thank you for joining. Costa Sibanda, thank you for joining. We are talking about how to build a fruitful relationship between a research supervisor and the supervisee. Sky Academy says, I'm not sure why I'm not audible. I'm sorry, dear. Keep trying, eh? Nobelungu, thank you. God bless you. All right. Let me see what else. Thank you, Nobelungu. Thank you very much. Okay, let me try to add as a guest Sky Academy again. Thank you, Nobelungu. Tero, welcome. DP, welcome. The Bandit, welcome. Thank you guys for the likes, much appreciated. I want to hear from you guys. What has been your experience in your research journey?
Good
Tero
evening.
just got the number 3 gift badge. Well done, Tero. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Guys, what has been your experience either supervising students or being supervised? I've just shared with you my experience with my master supervisor. I've also shared with you my horror story with the PhD supervisor. There are many other things I haven't said about the PhD supervision. I don't see much interest here tonight, so I think I will not say much about my own experience, especially with the PhD. There's a lot more that happened, but I thank God for His grace.
Hello.
So, the ideal relationship between the supervisor and the supervisee is, let me see if Skyline Academy is now able to talk to me. Skyline Academy, are you able to talk to me?
Hi, good evening.
Looks like your microphone is on. Can you try talking?
Hello. Oh,
Okay, I don't know what's happening. Huaba, thank you. Nobelungu says, Doctor, I've just submitted my proposal. So far, the relationship is good. That's good to hear, Nobelungu. I pray that it continues to be a good relationship. As you know, a relationship is built. You work on it. Don't assume anything. You have to do your part and the supervisor has to do their part. So, a healthy supervisor-supervisee relationship. Skyline Academy says, I wanted to ask how one can differentiate between leaning too much on the supervisor and being independent. That's such a very powerful question. Thank you so much. T-Man just got the number 3 gifter badge. Thank you so much, T-Man. God bless you. T-Man says, hello, doctor. Hello, T-Man. Appreciate you. Skyline Academy says, unfortunately, my mic is not working. Oh, hey. Mike, don't do this to us. T-Man just got the number 2 gifter badge. Thank you, T-Man. God bless you. And then Skyline Academy says, at Teron Tabiseng Masa. Hi, Tero. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Let's tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share the live. 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 Let's have fun, guys. Learning must be fun. That's what I think. I believe learning must be fun, you know. We shouldn't struggle. Struggles are there, but there is a part to be played by the supervisor. There is a part to be played by the supervisee. So Skyline Academy asked the question, guys. Who wants to answer it? We are a team. Let's work together. What's the difference, according to Skyline Academy's question, what's the difference between being independent and leaning too much towards the supervisor? What's the difference? I have seen some people that even want the supervisor, and in some cases they want the research mentor like me to actually write the work for them. What do you think about that, guys? There must be a balance. There must be a balance. So, a good relationship is built on mutual respect. T-Man says, Doctor, I just received ethical clearance. I called my supervisor, then he told me, read around. Okay? So T-Man says, I just received ethical clearance. I called my supervisor, then he told me, read around. What are your thoughts, guys, about this? By the way, T-Man, congratulations for getting the ethical clearance. Yo, it doesn't come cheap to get an ethical clearance. You will have run around for sure. So congratulations on that. There are many people that are stuck on ethical clearance. But what I'm not sure about is when the supervisor says, read around. Yeah, read around. around. Timan says statistical significance. Thank you. Skyline Academy says, Timan, as in you wanted direction on the way forward and you said read around. Yeah, it happens, man. Sometimes the supervisor. Oh, let me say something also about this. Remember, it's a relationship. Have you ever seen that sometimes you are going through something and you need help and you realize that the people around you, nobody is even saying hi? Only to realize, Masi Dominion, welcome. Thank you for joining. Ponsozana, thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. Please tap the screen and share the live. So have you seen that sometimes you are expecting people around you to feel what you feel and to carry the burden with you, or to carry the cross, as they say. But later on, you realize that the people you were expecting to help you were actually having their own problems as well. So when you have a relationship with your supervisor, also realize, hello, Doc. Yeah, hello, Masi Dominion. Good to see you, man. Skyline Academy, yes, and I long sent the instrument waiting for his go ahead, but no response. You see? So it happens. When we share here, we learn from each other. So sometimes it can be that your supervisor is actually not feeling well. It can be that your supervisor is going through a lot. Maybe their workload is too heavy on them. Maybe they are just having a bad time. Maybe their health or their marriage or whatever. Something is just not on. So what am I saying? I'm just trying to say, as a supervisee, when you see things are not going the way you expect, just know that there are other things. Don't make assumptions, because assumption is the mother of frustration. Don't assume that because your supervisor is not helping you the way you expected, then your supervisor doesn't care about you. You might find your supervisor, as we are talking right now, your supervisor is in hospital, hospitalized. Or maybe their loved one is hospitalized or something. So it's good to have these, comments and hearing different people talking. Thank you, Masi Dominion. So we want mutual respect. We want clear communication. Clear communication. Skyline Academy says, Timan, that's actually a good example of us now wondering, am I asking for too much? Yeah. So sometimes you wonder, am I asking for too much? Why is my supervisor saying I must stand on my own? All right. So mutual respect, clear communication, shared goals. I have seen some students struggling because they chose a topic which doesn't light a bulb in the world of the supervisor. Every supervisor has their areas of research. They don't research on everything. So you need to understand the areas of research of your supervisor. And one of the mistakes that I've seen students making also, or supervisees making, is they are busy citing everybody everywhere, but they have never cited their supervisor. You haven't even checked what your supervisor published. Just one article. You have not. You are looking elsewhere. How many articles have you checked that were published by your supervisor? Does it matter to you? Dakul B says, I usually cite them. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Because it shows you are interested in your supervisor, you are interested in their work. Remember, it's a relationship. And I'm not talking of a sexual relationship with your supervisor. Please don't do that. Never ever do that. It's unprofessional, it's unethical. But we are talking of building a professional relationship. Skyline Academy says, so we have to keep on trying our best. Yes, Skyline Academy, thank you for that. We have to keep trying our best and understanding that this is a relationship. It could last 2 years, it could last 3 years. For some people, it can go up to 10 years. Dakulbi says, when they say provisional approved, what do they mean exactly? Okay, Dakulbi, when they say provisionally approved, it means your proposal has been accepted pending you correcting this and this and this and this. In most universities, what that means is that if the research committee says provisionally accepted, you now have an advantage. In most universities, what that means is that you no longer need to submit again to the committee, but rather you go and make improvements and it will be sent to the chair of that committee that set over it. So it will be faster. So after that chair looks at it and they are happy with it, they send it to the next committee. So provisionally approved is something that we celebrate and we say, congratulations. Dakobi says, I am doing masters. Okay, all the best, man. And I'm believing from your earlier question to say provisionally approved. What does it mean? I'm believing that you sent in a proposal and then they said provisionally approved, which means you have to work on some things and send it again, and then it will be sent to the next level. So congratulations to you. Guys, can you help me to congratulate Dakulbi? That was chapter 1. Yes, that chapter 1, we celebrated here. Hey, we don't wait. We don't wait, because every stage matters. Anybody you see who has graduated, they started somewhere. So we start with that chapter 1 and we are celebrating you tonight. The same way that we are celebrating our other person who was saying they got their ethical clearance. Here Skyline Academy is saying well done. Guys, what about the others? You are not saying well done to ethical clearance. You are not saying well done to chapter 1, provisionally approved. Which one are you going to say well done? Are you guys jealous? Barnabas Marambire, Doctor, thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for coming through. All right, guys, tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share. We are talking about how do you build a fruitful relationship between a research supervisor and a supervisee. We are saying you need to have shared goals. You need to have clear communication. You need to have mutual respect. Now, why is it important to have mutual? Mutual respect means the supervisor respects the supervisee and the supervisee respects the supervisor. While I'm still there, I think I should mention, I have seen some supervisees that are not happy with the supervisor. What do? They report the supervisor to their superiors. They write a letter. Oh, you have never seen some of the letters that I have seen. Written by supervisees against their supervisor, and then it's sent to the committee. And I've been privileged over the years to sit on a number of committees for research. I've seen some of the letters. You see, when you are impolite, you are not respectful. You write a dangerous letter. You are emotional. You are not being logical. You are not thinking about tomorrow. And we are not blaming you. It happens. But it shouldn't happen to you when you have a research mentor like myself. Be polite. Be professional. Be respectful. Even when you see that your supervisor is not doing their job, make sure you have enough evidence. You have sent emails. You have sent WhatsApp messages. You have communicated. You have sent things to them and they are not responding. If it gets too much and you see that, you know what, I'm not going to complete my study. Follow the protocol for your department, for your university. Follow the protocol. Write a polite and respectful letter. Because what happens is, in some of the research committees that I've set over the years, once in a while, we got a letter, a scorching letter, a hot letter from a student who is talking about their supervisor. This supervisor is like this, and they use some words that I cannot repeat here. After we have read the letter, definitely, if the student is unhappy and they want to change the supervisor and all that, they must be given an opportunity. You know, we say customer is royalty, customer is queen, customer is king, and customer is always right. So we have to give them a new supervisor. And the question is, who wants to supervise a disrespectful student? All of us, the senior researchers who are suitable for supervising such a student, we have already seen the letter. The letter is dangerous. Who of us will choose to be the next supervisor? Nobody. So naturally, it means that's the end of the journey of that student. Not because they are a bad student, but because they were emotional, they did not think enough, they were not respectful in their letter, in their approach. So now nobody can supervise them. May it never happen to you. So whenever you are unhappy, make sure you do the right things. Make sure you are respectful. Make sure you are following protocol. I hope that makes sense. Because you don't want, you are unhappy and then you end up dropping out because there's no one to help you. Lavito Dilas just got the number 3 gifter badge. Thank you, Lavito. Progress Sibanyoni says, it does, doctor. Thank you. So it matters how you present yourself, even when you are wronged. It's just like you are in the court of law and you are presenting your case before the judge and you are using words that are not supposed to be used. You are swearing, you are what? Yes, you were wronged. But by using certain words and a certain approach, you are even disrespecting the judge. You are disrespecting everybody in the court. So in the end, nobody will be on your side. I think I've talked quite a bit about that. Mutual respect. So the supervisor is supposed to guide and mentor you in your academic writing and research. They are supposed to provide critical feedback and support. They are supposed to help navigate academic and administrative challenges. Makes me think again of those of you who were there earlier on when I talked about my master's supervisor and my PhD supervisor, how my PhD supervisor was not that helpful. Many times I felt lonely. I had to do all this administrative, what I have to follow the office, and the office will tell me, we don't want you as a student to talk to us. We want the supervisor to talk to us. But the supervisor was not talking to the office, and I wanted progress. Progress says, I need you to be my mentor next year when doing my PhD, struggling to come up with a topic. Okay, Progress, I'll be available to help you. It's embarrassing because I'm a lecturer. My friend, don't worry yourself. We all learn. We don't know everything. Even me, I don't know everything. So don't worry yourself. You are a lecturer. Don't even feel embarrassed that you are failing to choose a topic, because there are certain skills certain experiences that are needed. Once you get them, if I help you, if I mentor you, you will see that it's not as difficult. But otherwise, don't be embarrassed. And guess what? You are one out of a million who can say on a platform like this one to say, guys, you know what? I'm struggling to choose a topic. And it's something that I will help you. Even before I become your mentor, I think we are also going to have some topics that we'll discuss here that will help you as well. So thank you so much for mentioning it. I appreciate it. I'm humbled. Thank you. Okay, so imagine my supervisor was supposed to help me with administrative issues. And as a student, I was told I'm not supposed to talk to the office. My supervisor must talk to the office. But the supervisor was not talking to the office. So I tell the supervisor and the supervisor shouts at me. Hey, this life no balance. Dakulbi says, so the topic you are using in masters, you can't use in PhD. No, you can. You can actually use it, but you have to be very strategic about it. What we expect at PhD is we really want you to have a big contribution. So you will find that you can have a topic, you write your thesis at masters, you submit, you pass, but you still feel that there is a gap that has not been covered. Now you take it to another level. You are going deeper, at PhD level. It's something that you and your supervisor have to be very intentional about, because if you are not careful, it won't work. But it can be done. You can use your master's topic at PhD as well. Skyline Academy says you can use the exact same topic or without some changes here and there. Okay, that's another good question, another follow-up question there. Yes, definitely it has to change a bit. It can't be exactly the same, because if it's exactly the same, it's most likely that your objectives and your research questions are also going to be exactly the same. And that's going to be problematic, because now it's going to sound like a master's dissertation. Okay, so thank you for that question, and thank you for the contribution from Skyline Academy. Solomon, welcome. Guys, tap the screen and share. Tap the screen and share. Like, show some love. Give me those hearts. Give me those gifts. I don't refuse gifts. Did I refuse gifts? Nobody refuses gifts. Oh. Yes, tap the screen and share, please. We want more people to benefit. So yeah, what else can we talk about? There are so many things to talk about. The role of the supervisee is to take ownership of the research project. It's your work. Please, never, ever think that the project belongs to your supervisor. The project, neither does it belong to your research mentor. Okay? Just in case somebody wants to understand where I come in. Okay, Dakulbi says noted. Thank you for that. As a research mentor, I'm here to support you and your supervisor so that your journey will be easier and you will understand each other better and work together. So my job is not here to compete with your supervisor. Nope. My job is not to compete with your university. Nope. I'm here to support you. That's what I'm here. Okay? So as a supervisee, make sure you are in charge of the research project. Make sure you are in charge. You are the one writing. Don't let anybody out there write for you. Don't let your research mentor write. Don't let your supervisor write. I remember one professor telling me that he decided to quit supervising a student. And I said, why? Fortune, good evening. Thank you. And thank you for joining. We need 200. Thank you for joining. So this professor told me that he quit helping this student because he was tired of writing for the student. This life. Thank you, Fortune. So the supervisor is a professor. He has supervised so many people, but he quit because he was tired of writing for the student. And the question is, why write for the student? Dakulbi says, so how come some we are being supervised by 2 supervisors? That's another good question. So there are a number of reasons why you can have 2 supervisors. You can even have 3. Fortune says, sounds interesting. He seemed like a good professor because he was writing for the student. I don't know. I don't know what kind of arrangement they had, but it's unethical and it's unprofessional for a supervisor to write for the student. Fortune says tired. Yeah, I think he got tired of writing for the student. He was not supposed to write for the student in the first place. Sky Nagadem says 1 supervisor can be enough stress. Now 3 supervisors. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes the more supervisors you have, the more problems you have. But sometimes, if they are in good books, if they are not fighting among themselves, if they don't have ego problems, then you will be okay. Now, let me give you 1 or 2 reasons why you can end up having 2 supervisors. Number 1, you have experienced supervisors. Like myself, I've supervised more than 35 postgraduate students in over 12 years. I've examined 5 PhD dissertations from different universities. I've helped 3 PhD students to do their proposals. I'm currently supervising 2 PhD students. Fortune says, you find one supervisor commenting against the other. Yes, it's possible, right? So what I'm trying to say is, you have a person like me who has experience supervising, helping PhD and masters with their proposals and honors as well. And then I've examined, I'm an external examiner for a number of universities. Now, that gives me a lot of experience. We also have some upcoming scholars. So for example, we have somebody who has a master's or who has a PhD, but they have not supervised, or they have supervised once or twice and they need more experience. So you will then have a person like myself as the main supervisor, and then we have a co-supervisor. The co-supervisor is learning how to supervise from the main supervisor. That's number 1. So that can be a way of developing our human resources. Okay? Can be a way of developing our human resources. In some cases, it actually happens that you have the more experienced people. You see, the more experienced you are, the more in demand you are. You are needed in many places. You are supposed to go into universities all over the world, training people on research, mixed methods research, and so on and so on and so on. And then you are supervising research students everywhere. And chances that you can decide even to go into the corporate and run your own research company or whatever are very high. We also want to develop younger scholars so that they are able to supervise. So you get it. That's number 1. Why you can end up having 2 supervisors. Then somebody is saying, what are the jobs that are in most demand in Botswana? What are the jobs that are in most demand in Botswana? I'm not sure that goes exactly with our, it's a good question and I appreciate it, but I don't think it really goes hand in hand with what we are discussing tonight. Oh, this one has gone so fast. Wow, there are so many questions here. Kadi says, I want to register PhD, but I'm scared. I'm scared when coming to research defense part, I freeze. Oh, well, Kadi, I will be happy to help you because I'm a professional speaker. I'm not just a research mentor, but I'm a professional speaker. I train public speakers. I train executives. of large enterprises on how to speak, how to talk to the board. I train entrepreneurs on how to pitch to investors. So you are covered. You are covered. Don't worry yourself, ne? So don't worry about PhD defense. We will work that with you. Fortune says, how long did you take in most cases when you mark as an external examiner? Okay, so it depends. It depends. For a master's, do you mean for master's or for PhD? PhD, when you are an experienced examiner, it can take you anything from 2 hours to 5 hours. 2 to 5 hours should be good enough. And that is if the dissertation is good. When the dissertation is bad, you take more time, you take more hours, because you have to read and reread and reread. You are trying to, because remember, as an examiner, you are not trying to let the student fail. I love people, so I take my time. I can even mark it today. Maybe I mark 1 hour, 2 hours, I leave it. Tomorrow I look at it again with fresh eyes. I look at it again, check. Please avoid putting crying emojis, ne? Because you can be blocked by TikTok. Avoid putting crying emojis. TikTok will block you, okay? I don't want you to be blocked. Yeah, so the time taken to mark a dissertation depends on the quality of the dissertation. If it is straightforward and it is well written, it's faster and easier to mark. But if it is long and it has got a lot of mistakes, it's more frustrating, it gets emotional to the examiner, and it takes more time to mark it as well. I don't know about others, but that's me, because I love to see people progressing. I love to see people passing. So I might end up taking more time when I see that somebody's dissertation is questionable. Is it necessary for a student to reference his or her supervisor, although there is no synergy in topic? No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. You don't have to reference your supervisor if what they have published is not relevant to what you are publishing. It's not necessary. But I know some supervisors might try to say you should do it. Somebody, not a fiasco, says, this gentleman was my lecturer in BAC and it's an honor to have been taught by him. Follow him. What a kind gesture. Thank you so much for mentioning that I was your lecturer at BAC, and it's an honor to have been taught by me, and you are telling people to follow me. Thank you so much. God bless you, and thank you for joining. Dakulbi says, I also took a job in Botswana. Okay, the issue of job in Botswana is coming up big time. I would like to assume that these jobs you're talking about are related to to research or lecturing. Guys, can you help us to comment in the comment section which jobs, even if they are not about research, just for the sake of our friends who are asking, what jobs do we expect more in Botswana? Let me tell you something. Any job that will be in demand in any country, it's a job that needs critical skills. So look for critical skills list for Botswana. What are the things that the government is looking for? The things that the government is even looking for people from outside the country to come into Botswana to work. Then you will know this is what is needed. I think that is going to help you. Which field are you specializing in, doctor? Thank you for that question. I specialize in entrepreneurship, change management, leadership, strategy, and I also, in terms of research and my interests, I'm also interested in financial literacy and wellness. And there are a few other things, but entrepreneurship is my main area. I would really appreciate, let me put my application then because I qualify. Thank you, Kadi. Please go ahead and apply. If at all you are facing any challenges with applications, let me know. I can also help you. I can just give you some ideas on what to do, and then don't worry about the defense. We'll work that out. I've been waiting for mine from 19 July. Fortune is waiting for hers. I'm not sure whether Fortune is waiting for a response from the supervisor or what from 19 July, and that sounds worrisome. Scan Academy says at Lavito Dialers, not necessarily in my opinion, but you could talk about their journal articles with them. Okay, yeah, I like that. So while you may not necessarily have to cite your supervisor, it's good to show your supervisor that you are reading what they are publishing. Fortune says, I'm even discouraged. Oh, please don't be discouraged. We are actually doing this live for people like you so that your spirits are lifted, okay? Sky Academy says it helps to show interest. Yes, remember, you are building a relationship with your supervisor, so you need to show interest. All right, so Fortune says, oh, you are a scientist. Hope when I do PhD, you can assist. Okay, great. Yeah, so the thing is, like in my case, I am more into entrepreneurship, right? That's what I publish more. But because I have a PhD in business management, I examine supply chain, anything to do with business, right? Another area I didn't mention, that is one of my research interests, is a higher education. I'm interested in improving the higher education, especially with new technology such as AI, such as blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, stuff like that. That interests me a lot. All right. So I gave you one reason. Oh, entrepreneur. Okay. Do not give up every time I lose results, being positive with encouraging feedback. Yes. Thank you so much for encouraging each other. Progress says, I'm specializing in agriculture in post-harvest technology, focusing on food chemistry. Beautiful. So I have also examined agricultural-based topics. Why? Because agriculture is entrepreneurship. You see what I mean? Now, so I was answering the question to say, why will somebody end up with two supervisors? So I gave you one reason. It can be to develop the next crop of scholars. Number two, there are some topics that are highly technical. Okay? They are very technical. So let's say, for argument's sake, somebody comes to the Department of Entrepreneurship and they say, I want to be supervised by Dr. Mutoko. Okay? But my topic is on strategic what in the mining industry or in the mining of diamonds. So they are still talking about strategy, which is my interest. They are still talking about entrepreneurship, which is my interest. But they are going niche into mining of diamonds. How much does Dr. Mutoko know about mining of diamonds? Very little. Is it very fair for us to say, Dr. Mutoko, you are now supervising the student? The student will benefit. But how about if we get a core supervisor? It could be even somebody who has a master's degree and they are a manager or a director at a mine, at a diamond mine. I don't know whether it's making sense to you. So we now have a core supervisor who is an expert in diamond mining. Then we have Dr. Mutoko or Professor Simangmang, who is an entrepreneurship or a strategy specialist. So the entrepreneurship or strategy specialist now joins hands with the diamond mining expert. The reason why you are having these two is you want the best for the student. Dakul B says, I now understand my situation of two supervisors. Thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy that now you understand. There could be many other reasons. But those two are the major ones. And in most cases, it's something to do with helping the student or grooming the next scholars. I now understand. Good. So supervision is not limited to academics only. No. It's not. It must not be limited to academics only. We also need people that are not in academia. It's just that sometimes people who are not in academia are either not interested or they don't know that they can be of benefit to students. Yeah, it's not limited to academia. Now, I remember some of you were mentioning that this can be problematic because now you can have the supervisors fighting among themselves. It happens. But also, depending on the university, I'm sure we have some supervisors here. I saw some doctors here and probably some professors as well. The supervisors are supposed to sign a memorandum of understanding, the same way that the supervisor and the student sign a memorandum of understanding. Guys, don't forget to like the live, to tap the screen, and to share the live so that others will also benefit. And by the way, I'm not refusing gifts. I didn't refuse gifts. Did I refuse gifts? Yeah. So the supervisors, when they are 2 or 3, they are supposed to sign a memorandum of understanding which stipulates how they are going to work together. In some cases, you will find that the main supervisor will say to the core supervisor, when the student has done some work, they submit it to the core supervisor. The core supervisor helps the student to improve so that by the time the work is submitted to the main supervisor, the core supervisor has already put their input. That helps to avoid unnecessary conflicts. Sin says, good day, sir. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Progress says, I really enjoy this live. Yo, I'm learning a lot. Keep it up, doctor. Thank you, Progress, for the kind comments. I appreciate that. That's the reason why we are having this live. If it's beneficial to you, then we'll do more. I'm actually thinking that the next one we should do, if God permits, next Wednesday, we can look at how to choose a topic. Because I've seen that there are a lot of people that are struggling with how to choose a topic. And I'm glad that you guys are commenting, you are asking questions. It means that it's meaningful to you. Hoping that next time when we meet, we'll also be able to have some of you as guests so that you can share your experience as well. Skyline Academy wanted to come in as a guest, but for some reason, the audio was not working, unfortunately. I didn't think that we'll go beyond an hour. This is almost an hour and a half. I don't want to exhaust you guys. So in 5 minutes time, I think we should end this live. Otherwise, people will say, hey, the lives for Dr. Mutoko are too long. We won't come again. So let me just hear from you. Anybody with a question, a last question? Last question. Fortune says, and also assist on how to package a PhD topic, Akiri. They say it should be sophisticated. That's a good one. Yeah, they say it should be sophisticated, but the most important thing with a PhD is that it should have a very, very important contribution. If it doesn't have a contribution, if you are not bringing something new, then don't do it. I think maybe that's where the sophistication comes from. Any other question? Did we answer the question, yeah, which jobs in Botswana, guys? It was a specific question for jobs in Botswana, but we have people here from South Africa, from Botswana, from Ethiopia, Ghana, across Africa. just not too sophisticated even for you. Yes, yeah, the PhD topic, if it gets too sophisticated, it can be too sophisticated even to you, and that's a problem. How will you know you are bringing something new, Doc Fortune? Okay, Fortune, so you will know by your research. Remember, before you settle for a topic, you need to read a lot. Find out the trends, the research trends, and also find the research gaps. What gaps are there? What trends are there? Then from there, you will be able to say, this thing is bringing something new. Sky Academy says we need entrepreneurs. Sure, we need more entrepreneurs. Dakulbi says research, please. Okay, I get you. Research, yes, definitely. Fortune says, all right, guys, we are about to end the live in 3 minutes, and I'm so grateful. There's a lot more I wanted us to talk about, but time did not permit us. Maybe we will, because I've got how many slides here? I've got quite a number of slides, but I ended up not following the slides. I was just talking from my heart most of the time, and I'm very glad for that. Feel free to also let me know on the channel any topics that you wish I record videos on and we do lives on as well. We will do that just for you. The reason why this channel exists, the reason why I'm here, is to make sure that you move from research stress to research smiles. Fortune says, wow, I liked this live session. Indeed, you are people's person. Thank you. I'm humbled, Fortune, to hear that. I appreciate that. Sky Academy says, last word of the day. Do you want to give us the last word of the day, Sky Academy, or you are asking it from us, from me? Application for masters, they need a proposal. Yes, they need it, my dear. Clinical in progress. Yes, you need a proposal. Research stress, that could be. Yes, research stress. Many people have research stress, so we want to come out of stress to smiles. Okay, Sky Academy is saying, asking it from you or our guests. Oh, beautiful. Any guest who wants to give us a last word for the day? Last word for the day. Sky Academy at Fortune, I nominate you. Fortune, you are being nominated by Sky Academy to give us the last word of the day. I like that. I like that we have 1 minute before we end this live. Fortune says, I think research is interesting. The problem is when you meet difficult supervisors. Thank you. That's the last word of the day from Fortune. Thank you very much. She thinks that research is interesting. The problem is when you meet difficult supervisors, and clinical in progress says exactly. So we are agreeing that it's important to make sure we build. My last word will be that any relationship, any fruitful relationship is intentionally built by two people. So do your part. Don't blame your supervisor. Don't blame your student. Work on it. Be interested in making things happen, and they will happen. I gave you an example of my PhD journey with my supervisor. It was not easy. It was rough. It was really painful. But at the end, I graduated, and today I'm helping so many people. You see? Why? Because I did not give up. Don't give up. Fortune, we need a new generation of supervisors to make education fashionable. Hey, yes, we need to make it fashionable. We need to make it fashionable. We should, let's stop using this big terminology that threatens everybody so that other people will feel less of human beings. We are all human beings, and let's make it interesting. So thank you, Fortune. And thank you, good people. I love you so much. Have a blessed night. And we'll catch up on the channel. If you have not yet followed us, this is your time to follow and watch the rest of the videos and suggest what you want us to talk about next time. Bye-bye, guys. I love you. Mwah! night.